Welcome to the Raven's Nest.
Hello, and welcome to a Lightroom tutorial on how I get my Moody Green edits. This is an easy edit with no fancy tricks, and all you need is an image that is predominantly green. Before we start though, I would like to ask you to please leave a like if this video was helpful to you, and if you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at ravenstone_photo. Remember, your images will be slightly different to mine because they are just simply different photographs, and no preset is a magic fix-all. Here is the image I'm going to work on. Notice how much green there is. This is going to help us get to our end result. This is our end result, and I just love how moody the greens are in this photograph. We're going to help get you to this, so stick around. So this is our original image, and remember, your photograph is going to be different to mine, so we're not going to play with the temperature or the tint. We're also not going to play with the exposure for now. You may do that later when we have finished with the edit itself. We are going to start though with changing the contrast by lifting it up to +25. The next thing that we're going to do is that in the highlights, we're going to bring it down to -50. And what that's done is it's taken away some of the brightness in the highlights in the whites. In the shadows, what we're going to do is we are going to add +31. And what that's going to do is just bring back some of the details in the shadows. Next, we're going to go to the whites, and we're going to take that down further by -12. And again, that's just taking out some of the white in the highlights in the image. Next, we're going to go to the blacks, and we're going to darken them by -40. And now we have already a fantastically contrast photograph. Right, let's move down to our hue, saturation, and luminance. Yours might look a little bit different. Yours might have them all gathered in their hues, their saturations, and their luminances. I like to keep mine together in their colors. So the first thing we're going to do is in the reds, we're going to bring our luminance to 13. In the oranges, we're going to take down the saturation to -23. In the yellows, we're going to go hue +35. The saturation, we're going to go to -37. And in the luminance, we're going to go +13. In the greens, we're going to go to our saturation, we're going to say -67. And luminance +36. Now, the colors are already looking quite flat. Don't worry about that. We're going to come back to that in the tone curve. Then in our aqua, we're going to go to our saturation, and we're going to take away -30. For our blues, we are going to go to our luminance, and we're going to add +65. And there we have the majority of our color corrections made, and we are left with a wonderfully desaturated image with still some of the blues that are left over. Right, let's now look at our split toning. We can just enter the values over here, and in our highlights, we're going to add the number 43. Our saturation in the highlights, we're going to make 35. That's introduced some nice oranges into our image in the highlights. In the shadows, we're going to move the hue to 240. 14. And in the saturation, we're going to move it up to 19. Now we've added some blues to the shadows. Next, we're going to look at the tone curve. Now, looking at our tone curve, this is where the magic happens, right? We're just going to enter some values in here, but first we need some control points. Let's just add one there, and one there. We can actually put the numbers in these fields over here. And the first number we can put in is 17. That's moved our control point over towards the right of our blacks. The next number we're going to input is 32. And that's lifted it up off the ground there. And we can already see that in our blacks we're starting to get that wonderful tone. The next control point we're going to go to is this one over here. And we're going to input the values again. The first value is 71 for our input, and for our output is 57. The next control point will be the middle one over here, and we're going to select it, and then we're going to make it input 134, and the output we're going to make 125. Moving to the next one, we're going to make the input 184. And we're going to make the output the same, 184. All right, so now we're starting to get to these lovely tones we need to. But it's still too bright, so we're going to protect our whites a little bit more. And on our last control point, we're going to input the values of 255 and then bring it down here to 223. And what that's done is help to protect some more of the highlights. Now it's not quite finished yet, so what we need to do is come back down here to chromatic aberration and remove profile corrections. And what that does is just help your lens get to the place where it should have been with the profiles. Next, I like to add a bit of a vignette. I'm going to bring mine down to about 33, 35, somewhere around there. Okay. Our calibration, we're not going to play with today in this edit. The last thing I want to do in my edit on my photograph, yours will be different, is that I'm just going to come back and I'm just going to bring down the exposure just a little bit. And I'm going to bring mine down to about minus 85. It's not going to go there, so I'm going to go minus 0.85. There we go. And there's our edit. And if we compare it to the image that I showed you in the beginning, there it is right there. Very, very close indeed. And if we look at our before and after, that's our before and that's our after. Absolutely fantastic. What a great edit. Now, of course, you can save this edit by coming up to your presets and create preset. You can also copy this preset by coming down here to copy. I'm going to copy everything we've done, even the vignette. I'm going to say copy. Then move to your next image, and here I have this wonderful horned eagle owl, again predominantly green and some browns, and I'm just going to say paste. Fantastically moody and green, I love it. The eyes here are a little dark, so all I'm going to do is come to my adjustment brush here, and I've saved one here, Eyes Super Boost. And I've got exposure nice and high and highlights nice and high. And all I need to do is just come back in here and paint in those highlights. Fantastic. And there it is. Job done. Before and after. Fantastic. Let's go to our next image. And again, here we have a scarlet ibis, and very easily. Just paste what we've done. Fantastic. I don't need to do too much to this one. I think I'll just take down our saturation just a touch. Just a touch. There we go. Fantastic. Before and after. Here's a picture of a normal African grey parrot. Predominantly green background as usual. Let's go and paste our preset. Now it's a little dark. Again, yours might be different to mine, and all I need to do is come and bring up my exposure. Fantastic. I'm going to give this one a little bit of a crop. Bring that down. There we go. And I'd say that that is pretty much ready for Instagram, hey? Now this doesn't work just for raw files. So this is an image that I took with my cell phone, and all we're going to do is paste our preset. Fantastic. There's the before and after. And that's it, guys. A nice, easy, moody green edit. Don't forget, if you liked this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell and subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram at RavenstonePhoto. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.